What's going on YouTube? It's Josh, aka Sloshy Joshy, bringing you another YouTube video. Today we are going to go over the, top 5 steals of the draft, top 5 running backs. I think you should definitely be taking at the spot they're going right now for sure. So these are going to be like your third round running backs and later probably. One's in the third. The others are actually falling pretty heavily, which is pretty crazy. So I'm going to tell you these running backs. I think they have a lot of value at those spots. So this first guy, he filled in for McCaffrey last year. I've been talking about him in my mock drafts. If you've been watching those, you probably already know who it is. But this is going to be Mike Davis at the number 1 spot. I think this guy's poised to have a good year with Atlanta. Last year I knew he was going to get signed by someone else and become that workhorse for them. Filled in very nicely for McCaffrey last year. Receiving and running, got pretty good fantasy points a game too. So I think he's actually going to do some damage on that Falcons offense. They got Calvin Ridley, Russell Gage, and Kyle Pitts. To throw the ball to, and then Mike Davis should be a good ground and pound guy, even a target out of the backfield as well. I think Mike Davis is getting heavily overlooked. You can find him in the 5th, 6th round even. And if you're looking for a flex running back, even an RB2, I think Mike Davis could be an RB2 on fantasy teams this year. That's how highly I think of him. Great bench running back and great flex player, obviously. So Mike Davis is my number 1. Let me know what you guys think about that. I think he's going to go off this year. I think he's going to have a great year as a starter. So let me know what you guys think. All right, and coming in at the number 2 spot, this guy gets overlooked every single year. I say it in my mock drafts all the time too. So, but he's going like 3rd round probably. So not like a crazy sleeper or anything. A lot of people know him. A lot of people are drafting him. It's Chris Carson with the Seahawks. I just feel like this dude could be an RB1 on a team. He could have that kind of year, man. This dude is always so heavily overlooked. A lot of people don't pick him for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why Chris Carson's name isn't up there in the 2nd round guys and in the 2nd round. I don't know why he's not getting picked in there consistently, but gets the catches, gets the receiving yards, is a great receiving back actually. A lot more than he gets credit for. Gets touchdowns. That Seahawks offense is dangerous. We all know it. Russell Wilson, obviously. They got DK and Tyler Lockett, and Chris Carson's a great running back, man. So if you guys are having this dude fall to you, I would take him in the 3rd round every time if he's there in the 3rd round. 4th round, absolutely. Anything later than the 3rd round, take him immediately because this guy will get you points on your squad. Either as an RB2 or a flex. Do not put this man on the bench. That's disrespectful. This guy could end up being a top 10 fantasy back this year, and I strongly believe that. So let me know what you guys think about Chris Carson. I think he's going to go off. All right, and sitting at the number 3 spot, I went over Travis Etienne on my running backs account, calm down on a little bit to maybe avoid the hype. But James Robinson is actually a guy I think everyone should be drafting. I don't know why Etienne is going above him and Robinson's going like 5th round or later. It's a little confusing to me. I think he's probably a 2nd, 3rd round running back, to be honest. This dude's a beast. He went over 1,000 yards, double-digit touchdowns on the Jaguars. When, they were a pretty bad team. Obviously, they were the worst in the league. They got number 1, Trevor Lawrence. I think Trevor Lawrence makes that offense better. They're able to throw the ball now. They have Chark and Marvin Jones, which isn't the best 1-2 punch, but they're solid receivers. Anything to shrug off. I think James Robinson, man, I think he's gonna run over 1,000 yards again. I think he's gonna have a great sophomore year. So I don't know why people are overlooking this guy, but he's fallen, man. He's 4th, 5th round, I think, which is pretty crazy to me. If you don't have, a great, I'd put him at running back 2 for sure. Flex running back. or a flex position for sure. And then he would be an excellent bench running back. I would be happy if I had James Robinson to sub in on my bye weeks or even on matchups, So I think James Robinson is going to go off again, get over 1,000 yards for sure. And don't really know why he's getting overlooked. I guess ETN is a more electric player. We talked about that in yesterday's video, but I think James Robinson is the dude. I think he's still the number one back, and I think he's going to run for 1,000 yards. So let me guys think. That's my number 3. All right, and coming in at number 4, this is another guy who's kind of falling that I don't really know why. Won the Super Bowl last year, for God's sakes. Give this man some credit. He was kind of the slow in the beginning of the year last year. Did they even sign him a little through the year? I don't know if he started the year with the Bucs. I think he did, but I'm talking about Leonard Fournette. I think he started. I can't remember, but I know he was kind of slow in the beginning, and then he kind of picked up towards the end. Man, he started towards the end of the season. He was balling out. But Leonard Fournette, man, I'm seeing this guy go in like round 6 or later, dude. This guy is a find. If you get this guy on your bench in the flex spot, I think he could be a solid RB2 too, man. I think this guy could be a good find in the late rounds, man. If you're running back roster's a little weak, you're looking to add a couple more running backs deep in the draft. Leonard Fournette is a name that keeps popping up consistently for me late in drafts, and I'm grabbing him, dude. I think he has a great year this year. The Bucs, they're gonna be great again. They could repeat, who knows? But they're definitely going to the playoffs, maybe even deep in the playoffs. And I think Leonard Fournette is going to be a big part of that on the offensive side of the ball. So Leonard Fournette is my number 4. Coming in at number 5. This is a guy I don't think a lot of people know about or have heard of, really. I find myself talking about him. I don't think many people know, but unless you're a Miami Dolphins fan, I'm talking about Myles Gaskin at the number 5 spot, man. This guy, I had him last year in fantasy. Kind of filled him in. I had a lot of injuries last year on my fantasy team, but Myles Gaskin filled in nicely, man. He's a great receiving back. Runs well too. He was a little banged up, I think, last year, but this dude will go good, I think, with Tua. Tua checks down to him a lot, I think. So Tua's starting all 17 games now. I think Myles Gaskin in a PPR league, in a non-PPR league, I wouldn't take this guy until late. But I think Myles Gaskin, dude, I think, 4th, 5th round pick on Myles Gaskin is a sleeper running back, man. He could be a solid RB2 this year. Great flex player. He gets a lot of catches. I know I said that, but man, this guy saved me last year in a couple weeks where I had to get a quick sub in. I picked him up off free agency, kept him the rest of the year, man, because he played so well. So Myles Gaskin of the Dolphins, I think he's going to be a solid running back pick this year. See him going late as well, man, like 5th round later, dude. Jump on that, man, if he's there. Some of these running backs, any of these running backs I just named, they're going like late, dude, and I don't know why. I'm picking them in my leagues late every single time. I love it. Sleepers, man. So that kind of does it for the video. Sleeping running backs that are getting drafted way too late, in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think, if you agree with me, or if there's any running backs that you want to add in that I missed. This is a top 5 list. I probably could have made a few more running backs, to be honest, but I think this year's going to be fun, man. This fantasy year is going to be fun. So appreciate you guys watching the video. Hit the subscribe button, like, comment. There's a freaking fly that just flew by. Sorry. Like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell to get notified every time I upload. I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.